Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video, bringing you another video on technical analysis, showing you what's in the charts. You need to understand where you are, understand how much time you have left before we see a big sell-off. Is it sounding interesting? Drop that like, give me a subscribe. For those that are new, I'm going to talk about this chart here. I was saying in my last video, I'm bringing you a different array of videos to do with technical analysis. Where was the last one I just did? Was it this one here? I spoke about this one in the last video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Going to be talking about this one here, and I've got a few more videos coming, which is talking about this one here and this one here. Powerful charts that your kid can understand, that you can take with you on your journey, and it will guide you, help you understand where we are in this cycle right now. So yeah, not financial advice. Do your further research. Stick around. So we're looking at the Keltner channel, right? KC, Keltner channel. This sort of looks for trend reversals, and you can use it for many other insights. Finding the bottom, things like that. What's going to happen? Some indicators don't do that. But this one I feel like is kind of cool. I feel like because it's got like these bands. You've got the blue line, which is top and bottom, and then you've got this yellow line. And you can kind of look at it and see what's happened in the past to understand what we're doing in the future. So let's just take a quick look at what we are, where we are, what happened over the last few years. So here's an example. How does it work for trends? Well, we've got this middle yellow line. If the price, they've had a massive cycle up. If the price breaks this yellow line, usually you start to see it resist and find it hard to get back above this yellow line, which resembles the trend has reversed. Everything's going down. It's time to start selling, right? And you can see in the past when it broke this yellow line here, came down, look, couldn't break above this yellow line again. Well, it resisted. See, it came down again, and every time it come towards it, it kept resisting and it crashed until, it just kept falling down on price until obviously eventually when it broke and started a new cycle or a new trend reversal, right? So let's just take a look. And another thing that I always used to say to you, which relatively has held true this whole time until a few recently, I'm going to show you recent events, is when we break this yellow line, I expect it to come down and touch the blue line, and then at some point pierce through this blue line, which is what you saw, this whole area here. It pierced through the blue line at the bottom. Why do I say that? Because when you look at the past and you look at past cycles, every time, even with this 19 event, look, we see, just as an example, a bullish example is where every prices are going up, it's positive. It breaks this yellow line, it comes flying up, it bounces between these yellow line, the yellow line and the blue line, or it comes out in that case. I will talk about the price coming out as well, because usually when price extends out for too long, it has to come back into these bands. It can't stay out there forever. It comes back into these bands. But again, like I said to you, when it breaks the yellow line in the middle, I expect it to sort of come down at some point in the future. Look, here was your break of the yellow line. Trend reversed. It can't break above again. What it did, failed attempts, came out, it touched this blue line at the bottom, and it pierced through. This was your piercing right here. Not the best drawing, but that's your piercing right there. And just want to show you again in many examples of how powerful this Keltner channel has been in the past, right? So massive cycle up. It breaks down, look, pierces through this yellow line to confirm the trend has reversed. We are now in a bearish cycle. We can't get more green candles above this yellow line because, hard, resisting, till eventually it comes down. It hits this blue line, and then it pierces through this blue line, giving you a perfect window of opportunity to buy this market like an absolute boss. Because had you bought this piercing here, when it pierces through this blue line, I think it pierced about 40%. Let me just check this. When it gets to the blue line, it pierces, that was a 36% drop. You have a perfect window of opportunity to be buying this crypto at an incredible price when it pierces through this blue line. And if you look at the futures, look, every time it's pierced through this bottom blue line, look, this was the 19 event we had. Look, perfect buy opportunity, because if you was buying here at 3,900 or whatever it was, put a little line there, 3,900, and then you wait patiently till it comes up to here, you're selling like a boss. You're making crazy gains, because that was 70K, near enough almost 70K, 60, 65, 70K, right? Turning that to that is insane gains for some in the space of what? We're 2020 to 2021, 1 year. And you know, these are the opportunities that I was looking for. I was looking for the piercings. So when I saw it touch this blue line and it pierced through, I was telling patrons, I'm buying all through here. This was my beginning of my big buys. I was doing my big buys. Okay, came up, came down, a tiny little pierce again. I was buying all through this bear cycle. And patrons are just like, what, really? It's going lower. Are you sure? So it's just like, guys, I'm just buying. Don't worry, you do what you want to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing, because that's what it's about, right? Tell you what I'm doing. Have a quick look at this last cycle, right? Because this one is powerful, right? So look, real quick, had a massive rally up. Look, it pierces this yellow line here, which signals a trend reversal. Too much selling. It finds it hard to sort of hold candles above, keeps coming down. Every time it hits the yellow line, it's going to reject. Comes up here, rejects. We've now formed a base for the bottom of the cycle. Now understand how this, how this works and what you're really looking at, because this part one I'm about to tell you is powerful. We've got here. Let me make a straight line. I'm doing dots. Straight line. Here we go. So that's our first base, right back from 2013, 2015, or whatever it was. When we broke out, we saw something that was very, very unique in this Keltner channel. Prices broke out. Let me just show you where I'm looking. Prices broke out. We finally broke out of this bearish momentum. It was just terrible dark for a long time. And the price remained between the top blue line and the middle yellow line for a long time. No matter how many rallies we saw, look, candles come out of this blue zone here. Remember what I said to you? I want to talk about the price coming out of the blue line, because it can't stay out there for long. At some point, it's going to cool off and come back in. It can't stay out of these bands for too long. Maybe that's a sign that it's just too much buy pressure. And it came back in, fell down, and it held support on this yellow line. Yeah, we saw a wick candle down, but the buy pressure kicked back in, and you see body candles staying between this blue line and this yellow line through the entire cycle. And why am I speaking this? Because I think we're going to do something similar. If this bull market's going to continue, it has to do what I'm showing you here. It has to keep bouncing between this yellow line straight up. Look, some of the candles come out of the blue line, too far away, sell pressure. Back in, look, it just bounces between this blue line and the yellow line. It never comes underneath in a bull cycle. It just remains like that. Because remember, like I said, if it goes through this yellow line, usually that's a trend reversal. It's pierced through, it finds it hard to break back up, and eventually it has to come to the blue line at the bottom and then pierce. And when it pierces, again, I'm looking for this 30 to 40% correction, which this one again was about 35%. So, this is what I'm keeping my eye on. Can we remain between the top line and the middle line of this Keltner channel? Just keep bouncing through it, because if we can, that's going to be incredibly bullish. It's going to be exciting. You're going to see your money go up like crazy. You're going to see euphoria. You're going to see excitement, all of this stuff. But this is why we use the other charts to know where we should be taking profits, right? So going forward now, look at what we've been doing. So we did see this when we broke out. We formed our base, which would have been down here, the baseline, yeah? And then we saw the break of the yellow line. It came up and it bounced. It did actually do this whole bounce between the top line and the middle line. We did it for a while. And then we saw this. It's almost like a psych out. I feel like it's psyching me out, because when it broke this red line, I was expecting it to come to the blue line and pierce through, but it never happened. And I only ever saw one event in the past where we've seen it come down, sort of have candles below this yellow line and then go back up. This is the second time now that I've seen this event happen, where we've seen price action break this, candles, and then come back above, right? And I'll show you that event where this happened. It happened back in 2013. And I remember. So take a look at this, right? And I've still got the blue circle to show you. We saw price action fall below this yellow line, look, right down, and then it came back above, and then it started going crazy again, and it went on a massive move up. So that kind of was the only other time that I saw something like this happen, where candles come underneath. But then I'm thinking to myself now, maybe there's a tiny bit of room for price action to do that and it still be incredibly healthy. So let me just give you another example. If we take a look at things like this is a good example. So we break this yellow line, price comes down. Hold on, where's my little draw thing? Price comes down. Tries to break it, can't do. But look here, price comes up and we have a few candles and then it comes back down again. So what I'm saying is the trend reversal was down, but at this particular moment it went up. So it psyched people out to think that it was going up again, and then it went down until it's obviously saw it's piercing. So, and what I'm trying to get at is that maybe at some point we might see it come down and pierce through here in the future. But right now, you know, there's room for something like this to happen, I guess, you know. And this is the thing with analysis, is that you can't just have one chart and just go off of one chart, which is why I use loads of different charts, which is why you're going to see videos on loads of different charts to make sure we have a good, clear picture of what's going on, where we are, what we're doing, and how things are going to move, right? And this is what you're seeing here, loads of different charts. So, and I will be bringing videos on these other ones. Look at what this is doing, guys. And this is really important to pay attention to. Because I said to you, we can't stay out of this blue line for too long. We've been out of this blue line for weeks and weeks. Well, I say too long, weeks. But at some point, I expect it to do, unless it's doing this. Because that, look, if it stays out like this, then you're going to see the top probably a lot sooner than what we thought. But I'm hoping for, you know, something like this where we see loads of green candles and then it comes back into this blue zone and then it falls down, and this is a big correction. And this is what I've been saying to Patreons. This is what I've been saying to you guys. I expect a pullback. This is a 35% pullback. I expect something like this to happen. And this kind of looks eerily similar to where we are right now, or what we're doing. We're seeing green candle outside of the top of this band. We keep seeing it's holding support on this band, and it's going up and up and up. At some point, it's going to come back into this band, and then it's going to come and drop down to this yellow line. And we can expect, in some cases, maybe the price to even pierce through this yellow line, just like we've seen here. But it would be bought up so quick. I believe if it's a bullish trend, it will be bought up really quick, and then we'll hold body candles above the yellow line so we can continue our journey on this bull cycle. But expect prices, especially if it's coming out of this blue line, you know, to come back in. Look, it does it again here. Look, we've got candles out, comes back in, and then it finally comes and meets this yellow line. So where are we today with this yellow line? Where is the yellow line? What price is the yellow line if we was to see it? Let me just zoom out. I've kind of messed up the whole thing here. Here we go. We're up here. Where's this yellow line at? Where are we going to meet it? What prices should you expect it to fall back down to? And this has been moving up, because I drew, like, this was supposed to be at the top before. Look, I can bring it up now. Look, like this. That's where the yellow line is now. Yeah. So look, candles outside of this blue line holding it as support. At some point in the future, we're going to see a red sell-off candle, and it's going to come, and we're going to come test this yellow line. And right now, this yellow line is sitting about $36,000. Yeah. And remember this, because it will happen. You will see it come back down and test $36,000. To remain healthy, to remain bullish and continue doing what it needs to do. And if we did see a piercing, maybe we could pierce through and come right down to this blue line down here. Look, $30,000. People have been saying 31. I think 31,000 could be another strong support. And the reason people say that is because of these candles here. Look, I'll just show you why people keep saying it. You got this resistance up here, or support resistance. These are the resistance that you had in the past, which means if it come down and tested it, it would work as a support and then bounce off it like this and then form until it can go up again. So that's what people are thinking for 31k at the worst, right? So yeah, this was the Keltner channel, guys. This is where we are right now. Hopefully this has helped you on your journey. If it has, drop that like, give me a subscribe. It's important that I start bringing more analysis videos to you, and I'm going to keep doing it because I want to make sure that you're prepared. You're prepared for what's to come, and, you know, don't get caught up with the herd, thinking that we're just going to keep going up forever, because crypto doesn't work that way. We do see sell-offs, and it's important to take healthy profits where it's, you know, where it's needed. So patrons, you will see exactly when I'm looking to take profits, and hopefully we can just have an exciting, massive rally where it just goes crazy like this, and, you know, we see this blow off top and it's gone really, really high. Everybody makes crazy gains. That's the best scenario. Is it the most likely scenario right now? I don't think so. I think at some point we will see a healthy correction back down. In order for us to get that, I think we need to see a big sell-off at some point in the future so we can, recover and then really shoot off again. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. Big up to you guys. Have a good day. Drop that like, give me a subscribe if it was helpful. Become a Patreon. The links are in the info section. Click it. Come over. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. Let me grab it up. It unlocks all my posts so you can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking, all of that stuff. IDOs, the lot, because new coins are coming out. It's going to be hot. People want to get in early. This one here, make sure you check it out. People can see stealth buys. I've been stealth buying coins. The last few coins that I showed you on my channel, I showed you Hello, that did a 1012x. It was even more now, it's going up. I showed you Creo Engine, which is a gaming platform. We were stealth buying it. It did a massive 10x. I think it's done even more now. I think we're sitting on 13, 14, 15x because it's pumping like crazy. And I'm stealth buying more coins, ones that you can't see. There's 11 in here, stealth buy alerts, which people of the buy alert, the VIP partner tier or above. So if you grab that, you can see these alerts here. You don't want to miss out because they're going to 10x as well. They're going to do more than a 10x. But I'm just trying to get you guys in on early on these stealth buys that people on YouTube don't see. I do some things where people of the YouTube can't see, just exclusive to these guys over here to see what I'm doing as a stealth buy. And this is why you don't want to miss out. You want to get in early, make massive gains. That's what they've done. So yeah, thank you for watching. Where's my channel? Here. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Check this one out as well. Look, all in. 50 million profit. It's got powerful views. Look, 15,000 views in 22 hours. I'm grateful for that. Make sure you check that video. Cheers.
Never be defeated.